Alrighty then. Tweets off, tags are done. We are good to go. So, howdy folks, and welcome back to the Flying T-Bar C. It is time once again for some Sunday Fun Day, where we are going to dive back into Harvestella. We're gonna keep up with the farms and the chores and all that, but we're also going to be working our way through that final dungeon. We unlocked the final 2 job classes, so we're also going to fuck around with that. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started, shall we? The hell, hang on. Now my capture card's being dumb. Oh, no, there, nope. Damn you. You stay up. Stay. Oh, whoops. I kind of needed... No, okay, I do have the noise on. Alright, let's do this. Hoorah, ta-da-ta-ta, hey. Okay, hang on. I apparently need to fix this. So give me just a second, guys. Or wait, now it's working. What the hell, capture card? What is your issue? Give me 1 second, guys. I'm still gonna double check this. Alright, let's see if that fixes the issue. Ah, son of a bitch. So, in reality, we've only got a few things that are left to do and complete here. However, I don't know, we will see what ends up happening. Oh, it looks like the beans are ready. Foul feed. By the way, guys, I will say, like, obviously, you guys are probably pretty used to it, But the loud clicking is my controller. I bought the GameCube style controller for the Switch. And yeah, it's pretty dead on to what the original GameCube controller was like, including the very loud A button push. Because I don't know about all you guys, but my A button on my GameCube controller back in the day was loud as fuck. Of course, there is probably something to be said for the fact that I also, you know, like, I'm not necessarily gentle about pushing the button. I try to be. I've learned that lesson the hard way a couple times. Huh. Okay. I guess there wasn't as many Loco Nuts? Kinda weird.
Hello, little crappies.
Oh, bull. I was there. I had those selected.
Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies.
Boop.
Hello, little crappies.
There we go. All sorts of goodness. Alright. Didn't have enough time to actually start up a crop that would be okay before winter. And then we need to harvest the beans. Beans, beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel.
Hello, little crappies.
I can't remember the rest of that childhood rhyme. It was beans, beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel.
Hello, little crappies.
And that's why we eat beans or something like that.
Crappies.
I wonder, did anyone else ever have, like, odd nursery rhymes growing up? Because I know I did. And I'd be curious to know if anybody else did too.
Hello, little crappies.
Especially stuff like, joy to the world, Barney's dead. And then it gets more and more insane as time goes on. Alright, everything else we are going to store for now. Because at this point now we're just saving stuff up so that I can cook things.
I hope you bring back souvenirs.
No, not that one. I want that one. So that I can go in here. Three, the spiral to the beginning. The fact that we're already on 3, but I think some of the later game dungeons had like a lot more to it. So, we currently have Samurai. But then we also have Aristotle and the Fighter class.
I think this battle is best avoided.
Yeah, no. We are not fighting that thing. Those ones are especially terrible to deal with. Why are there... Oh no, this isn't a fear. This is just normal.
Let the battle commence.
Jeez, Aristotle is so strong. Yeah, switch back over. Oh, another moonfruit sapling. Neat. Gonna get ourselves all sorts of those.
Better stay away from that enemy.
Oh, shit. Oh, we dodged him.
Let the battle commence.
Hey, I can go boom. I can't go boom. I don't have a regular bomb. Wait, I don't have a regular bomb? Really? Whoa. Something shiny catches your eye near the stone pillar. If you move a few rocks out of the way, you could probably get it out. But the pillar doesn't look very stable. Moving the wrong stone, and the whole thing could crumble. Move the stones anyway. Yes. Remove the stones, and the pillar remains stable. You take the shiny object with no issue. You see the large fire core. Nice. It's probably going to be cores for everything. Oops. Sad day.
Now it's my turn.
The battle begins.
Oh yes, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what these classes can end up doing though. However, it looks like I need to come down this way. That's Boom Boom spot.
I think this battle is best avoided.
Yay, more moon fruit saplings. Cool. Gonna be able to plant a bunch of those. Makes me happy. I'm a little mad that I haven't been able to find another promised fruit tree yet. Of course.
I think this battle is best avoided.
Oh, we're trying to. Ride the wind. Ah, shit, there's a treasure chest over there. Got grand truffle.
I think this battle is best avoided.
No. There we go. Uh-oh.
End of battle. All clear.
Oh, sacred lumber. What to do? Repair the ladder.
Okay. Here you go. It's my turn, right?
That's right. Eat.
Clear.
My fairies will destroy you all. Oh, hi there, big feller. Fine.
I think this battle is best avoided.
Jerk.
Let the battle commence.
Shoot, the battle begins. I can keep going a while longer.
Nice. Onward we go. Maybe we'll make it to ladder number 2. Probably not, though. Two large water cores. Stellar wheat seeds.
Now it's my turn.
Let the battle commence.
Okay, there we go.
The battle begins.
Shoot! There.
Okay, what are we looking at here? There's a device by the side of the road with the letter C written on it. Okay, there is a water spring.
This isn't looking good.
Oh god. You feel very sleepy. There's a device on the side of the road with the letter N written on it. Apparently I missed a chest. A chest-looking device with lots of buttons, each with a letter. Push the right buttons and maybe it'll open. Push the buttons. H. C. N. O. P. What? That was totally random. Like, I knew 2 of those letters, and I'm pretty sure I didn't even... That's a little insane on my part. Return home. Like, I don't know how that just happened. Store, store, store. Store, 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 store. Store, 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 store. We'll go plant the moon fruit saplings here shortly.
some of the crops are ready for harvest.
1, 2, 1, 2. Well, hang on. I can only plant one more. If I want to save room for an Eden one. However, everything that I've seen suggests that you are not going. We're not going to get another Eden one. So screw it. We're going to go with the moon fruits. Uh-huh. All sorts of good stuff available. Plus, may as well do this.
Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies. Farm work is my #1 specialty.
Merch. Actually, wait, there's one thing I need to sell. Nice, 10 premium feathers. Okay. Wait, and do I have a step for Arya's thing? No. Okay. I have to wait for the next letter to arrive. The only thing up top would be the coconuts.
Bye-bye.
And I do not see the point of involving those. Increased magic damage. Normal attack. Fairy blessing. The strengthening and Weakening magic attack cast by your summoned fairy. Samurai. Utsumi. Okay. Well, I guess what we also need to do then
Welcome home.
Skylancer's not perfected yet. May as well.
Bye-bye.
Switch to the ship. And spiral to the beginning. Oops, the daisies. Oh, not that way though. Supposed to go this way.
The battle begins. Take that. Yeah. Aha! Take that.
Okay, so it's just a buff. Which I mean is fine. I'll take it. Really? Monolite fragments?
The battle begins.
Shoot! Shoot!
Take that.
Bam.
Is everyone alright?
Oh yay, another moon fruit sapling. this is a comeback around point, apparently. There we go. And that is now 2 regular freaking bombs that I need. Oh my lord.
I think this battle is best avoided.
This is gonna be a thing. Okay, so the one patrolling is just chilling out right there. Well, shit. I was about to say, did something...
It's my turn, eh?
Well, no, it's Juno's turn specifically.
Now it's my turn.
Uh-oh.
End of battle. All clear.
Ow, 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 ow.
You have my gratitude.
Oh, I can do this one though. Bomb level 2. I'll take some more Wise Man's Root. I need to actually probably throw those fermenters back into use.
I think this battle is best avoided.
That fixes that. So then what we have to do... Oh, this is going to be something. Well, damn. Okay, and then there's 2 water springs that way. Whoop. Screw you, buddy.
Better stay away. The battle begins. We got away.
Ah, dang it. It's respawning, technically. That sucks. Would have been nice just to be able to sit up here and be like, plink. Oh, hi, fellers. All I gotta say is thank you, asshole.
End of battle.
You are a great little tank. God, so many of those moonfruit saplings. Gaia's bedchamber. I feel something unusual up ahead. Do you still want to continue? Yes. May as well. So, you made it. This is where the planets, where Gaia was born. This girl, is this you? No, this isn't me. This is Gaia, or rather her official name is Stella Child Gaia Type. Stella Child Gaia Type. She was born to be the operating system for the Gaia computer. I believe you have already met the girl who served as the operating system for the dragons. Do you mean Tiela? That's right. Animus was originally a consortium of 3 separate institutions. The result of their research were the dragons, the philosophical flame, and the automata type AI. A system imitating a living organism, operated by artificial intelligence, powered by a pseudo-perpetual motion. That is the founding theory behind the Gaia computer. These are all relics of lost Gaia that appeared around the sea slide. That's right. The girl called them here. Perhaps to manifest the beginnings of a nightmare on this planet. You said this girl was connected to the end of everything. What did you mean? Animus ordered the Gaia computer to create a paradise. And so the computer studied an immense amount of human data that had been uploaded to the network. Then it ran a simulation of humanity's collective will and executed it upon the planet. What do you mean by humanity's collective will? Although it was probably closer to collective unconsciousness. Collective unconsciousness? What is that? It was a concept invented by scholars of the Gregorian era. They hypothesized that a deeper facet of humanity's unconscious is connected. Towards the end, humans would leave their thoughts on the network, as though keeping a life log. Regardless of whether the collective unconscious was real or not, Gaia extracted it from the overall data. Studying the collective unconscious as though it were genuinely scientific, as if it were genuinely scientific, resulted in calamity. No way. Yes. The unearthing of the Red Queen. You mean to say that girl caused the emergence of the Red Queen? I already told you. All Gaia did was grant the wish of humanity's collective unconsciousness. Or unconscious. Humanity wished for its own extinction. That's right. After analyzing the collective unconscious of mankind, apocalypse was Gaia's conclusion. And still, Gaia continues to dream of humanity's destruction. The phenomenon you call quietus. So that's what's causing it? Who are you? Good question. You look like this girl, Gaia, but what are you? You're also awfully well informed. I am the other Stella child, the Re-Gaia type. I suppose, but please just call me Re-Gaia. There's another Stella child? Uh-oh. System, Ego, intruder in Gaia's bedchamber detective. Commencing eradication protocol. Looks like we're out of time. Gaia's defense mechanism seems to have detected you as threats. Do try not to lose.
System, Ego, activating defense mechanisms. The system will now eradicate all foreign objects.
Oh, jeez. I should have switched my gunner class in.
Initiate alpha sequence. Activating annihilation bits to eradicate subject.
Probably, well, it's weak to something. Probably something that Assel did.
The enemy is weakened. If we're going to combine firepower, now is the time to do it. Adjusting defense. Initiate beta sequence. Request to start up counterattack systems. Shoot.
Ow. I ran right into that.
Adjusting defense. Initiate alpha sequence.
Oh shit. Oof. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to come in a little more prepared next time. Yeah. Hi, Chris. I know. Not reading this again. I've already read it a couple times. Oh, hey. We got Arya's little side quest thing. Perfect. Thank you for joining me earlier. We weren't able to reach the truth in the end, but it was a good opportunity to adjust my thinking. I took some time for myself to think things over again, and I feel I've finally come to a conclusion I'd like to talk to you about. Please come and see me in my room at the Northern Village Square when you have time. From Arya. Okay, we can harvest our pumpkins again.
Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies.
We'll keep like 20 out of
Hello,
100.
little crappies. Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies.
Beans.
Hello, little crappies. 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 Hello, little crappies.
Moon fruit. Store. Honestly, we can store basically everything. Tried to pull out the big stuff though. Backpack. Save 11 of the pumpkins. And we'll go ahead and sell the other 45. And you know what? We're just going to kind of let everything else grow and not really do much. At least we can make some stuff. And making some stuff would probably be pretty awesome. Because obviously I'm going to need to go into this fight with a lot. These guys should have like 180. Yeah. But they must get their daily lovin's at the very least. Must give them their daily lovin's. What has got them dogs all in a tizzy? Like, as far as I know, people are home at this point. Urge. And 190 for them. Alright, let's go talk to Arya. No crystal interior. Right? Yep, there she is. Hey, Ein, thanks for coming. I wanted to talk to you some more about the blank in my consciousness. I don't have a theory this time, though. I've just been thinking. No matter how you look at it, there's no way of explaining it through the laws of physics or biology. It's simply impossible for the human body to reawaken all of its functions after all of its functions have completely shut down. That only happens in fairy tales. You're alive, though. You're right, I am still alive. I have to face that fact. Just like the theory that Dianthus came up with about the existence of the soul. Mulling it over by myself is giving me a headache, so please hear me out. I actually did some research on this pod last time we went to the Castle of Illusion, about how it fell to the ground. You remember that time, right? Yeah, the sea's light lit up. Yes, apparently. The day this pod landed was the day the sea's light became abnormally active. We now know that activity was caused by one of Geist's experiments. So this pod's descent was also caused by that experiment. Do you think that was Geist's plan? I don't think so. The pod's crash landing wasn't part of Geist's plan. Rather, it was an unintended side effect of his experiment on the sea's light. According to the records, the sea's light emitted activity waves at such high intensity that they couldn't be measured. The pulse could have been electromagnetic or microwave. Either way, the abnormal activity in the sea's light was the root cause for the crash. This pod was originally made to preserve me as a test subject in the orbital cradle. Because, as the only human to have come into direct contact with the Red Queen, I was a valuable research subject. So instead of being put into a hibernation device like everyone else, I was put into this pod. And that research was also the reason why they included a space travel function in the pod. I think I was supposed to be transferred over to Lost Gaia once they discovered the coordinates, because they believed that taking me to Lost Gaia might be the first step toward explaining Quietus. I guess you could call it a flying research facility made just for me. Who do you think they are to use you? I know. That's just how desperate they must have been, though. At any rate, this is what I know so far. The pod crash-landed as a result of Geist's experiment. My files were recorded until the moment of the experiment. My brain waves were silent until the moment of the experiment. There are records up to this point on the console over there. From this point on, I'm really going to need your help. What condition was I in when my pod landed in Leth? I understand if your memory of the time is unclear, but just whatever you remember. Let's see, that time Arya was... Red in on this. I seem to remember you saying something. Then it's as I thought. That means that by the time the pod reached the ground, I had already regained consciousness. Yet paradoxically, that means I regained consciousness when the pod fell. Do you get where I'm going with this? The impact of the crash woke you up? No, think about it. That's probably not it. Remember, I said it couldn't be explained by logical means. Here's what I think. Some unexplained phenomena happened around the same time of the crash that restored my consciousness. An abnormal event took place like none we've ever seen before. Do you remember what Geist's original reason for doing the experiment was? To reach the planet's memory center. That's right, you remembered. He activated the sea's light in order to reach the planet's memory center, and we know that it really exists. There's something else I want you to remember. At the same time, the ruins of Lost Gaia moved over to Re-Gaia because of the sea's light activity, didn't they? That's proof that the door to the planet's memory center opened even a little bit through the experiment. Wouldn't you say that's the most anomalous event that occurred around that time? That was a long introduction, but now here's my hypothesis. My consciousness may have been trapped within the planet's memory center. Then, when the door was opened by the experiment, my consciousness came back to me. So it was an out-of-body experience. I suppose you could say that. I don't know if you can call this evidence, but here's how the timeline pans out. I lost consciousness the moment I came into contact with the Red Queen. If the function of the Astrum cell inside the Red Queen, or the Sea's Light, is to reach the planet's memory center, then I wonder if it's possible that my soul got sucked into the memory center at that exact moment, and my consciousness stayed trapped there for 2,000 years. Then, it was by Geist experiment that the door to the planet's memory center opened and my soul came back to me. That's my theory, anyway. I've been racking my brain trying to make sense of it all. But I've seen so many unbelievable things since I woke up and read Gaia that it wouldn't be the craziest explanation. I've gained more insight than I ever thought possible since then about the link between humans and the stars. So taking that all into account, this is the best conclusion I can come up with the knowledge I have. That's why I can't brush this theory off as supernatural. I think you're right. It's nothing more than a theory, though. I don't know for sure. Remember what Dianthus said? The things we don't understand now just haven't been explained by science yet. So, I'm sure there will come a day when science will be able to explain the link between consciousness and the stars, too. Or rather, I'll be the one to show it. I am a scientist, after all. There's nothing humanity can't explain. We become civilized by putting explanations to the events that happen. I believe that our raison d'etre is a collective. And this experience I've lived will be a vital clue in that. I'll figure it out someday, that law. Thanks, Ein, for hearing me out. That's all for today. I'll write you again if anything else comes up. I hope you'll keep me company again next time. Well, of course. But, you could move back in at the farm. Then I wouldn't have to go through all of this shenaniganry. We are definitely gonna do some wise man root stuff, though. So, all of my old fermenting barrels are coming with me. Hermit root, wise man root, wise man root. Oh god, I forgot I have all the jelly and shit too. No, we are not making jam out of these. That sounds like a terrible idea. Also, we'll go ahead and go put food in the animal pens for today at least. Sell, sell, sell. Store, store. Store, store, store. Store, 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 store.
Got some crops begging to be harvested.
Alright, big fellers.
Take this.
I need you guys to, go away for a minute.
Take this.
Alright. And we'll go ahead and waste 2 days really quick. That way I can have Soma drink, or Soma potion, and whatever the hell that other drink is. Streamlabs is like wigging out because of that new update. And I have 33 notifications, and all of them will be frame drop notifications, but it's because my connection is constantly just like wiggling just a little bit. So it's definitely like okay. Yes, these Soma potions will be amazing.
Got some crops begging to be harvested.
I mean, yeah, I guess we do, but nothing that's actually like super holy shit.
Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies.
Like, I mean, yeah, I can probably go get some loco nuts, but who really cares about that? Or lococo nut. Sorry. I'm gonna do a drastic amount of cooking today. First off, any recipes that I don't have yet, just for shits and giggles. Bunny buns. Aww. Vegetable muffin. Or king cake. Screw it, we'll do the king cake. And I'm apparently out of sugar? Number one, job. Samurai. Increase magic damage. Fairy Blessing. Break gauge fill rate. Prima Materia. An extremely powerful long-ranged siege attack. Alright, instead of Skylancer, Avenger it is. Then we'll go into Leth really quick because I want to check and see something.
I hope you bring back
Oh,
souvenirs.
and I need to reorganize my backpack. Also, Dianthus will probably get taken out. Braca. Yep, Avenger.
Come on in.
Well, and probably whoever has the highest weapon as well. Should probably prioritize that. Which would be Braca and Arya, actually. Instead of Assel. The rest of these materials have to be stuff from Caranoid. Arya. Oh, right. Let's do that really quick. Backpack. Skill cooldown speed up. Physical attack plus 10%. Restores a bunch of stamina. Floor damage guard. Break increase. So honestly, probably need to make sure between the tea, the king cake, and the forbidden apple pie. Okay. We'll throw the forbidden apple pie on there first. Just need to make sure I don't accidentally eat it. It's Gaia's bedchamber. Definitely want to fire. Feel something unusual up ahead. You still want to continue? Yes. Skip event? Yes.
System, ego, activating defense mechanisms. The system will now eradicate all foreign objects.
Guryu.
Adjusting defense. Initiate alpha sequence. Activating annihilation bits to eradicate subject. Adjusting defense. Initiate beta sequence.
Oh shit.
Request to start up counterattack systems.
Ooh.
Adjusting defense. Initiate alpha sequence.
Ow. Oh shit.
Critical system damage detected. Forcing program start.
Ow. Got it. So yeah, see, Avenger, so good. Such a strong class. Humanity is over. Intelligent life. Wished for extinction. Must complete objective to rescue humanity. She fled? Gaia went to the planet's center to progress the dream of humanity's end and its erasure from this universe. Ein, brace yourself and listen carefully. Before long, quietus will blanket the entire planet. I have been holding Gaia at bay until now, restricting quietus to just between the seasons, because Gaia and I shared the astrum cell of this planet. But now, Gaia has consumed most of that astral cell, and I no longer have that power. You shared an astrum cell? What exactly are you? I am a replicant of Gaia. I was born when the astrum cell of this planet was cloned. In that case, that would make you... Exactly. Think of me as a persona born from a program like Gaia's that resides in the Sea's light. I accessed and studied the data of certain groups of intelligent life forms through the Sea's light. And so, I was awoken, tasked with making their prayers a reality. It was a simple and pure wish, made some 2,000 years ago. They wished for humanity's survival. That must have been... Well deduced, Arya. Humanity's beloved neighbor, that collective consciousness, is my creator. There is still time left before Gaia consumes this planet. If she merges with the Proto, she will use one of the 5 Seas light to do so. On the other hand, you can use that Seas light to reach her at the center of the planet. Take this with you. You received the Gaia Seed. You can reach the center of the planet if you use this. Please, Ein, stop Gaia before humanity is swallowed up by our dream of its extinction. I believe if anyone can succeed, it is you. Re-Gaia said Gaia would use one of the 5 Seas light to erode the planet. Look over there. Is she making a black hole? There's some sort of black hole directly above the Proto-Seas light. Is it a dimensional rift? It might be the entrance to the center of the planet Gaia mentioned, which means Gaia must be inside. This has all taken a terrible turn. Is there anything we can do to stop it? We have to try, don't we? We've come this far. Agreed. This will be the final battle. We should prepare for the worst. I made my mind up a long time ago. I trust your judgment, and I will put forth every effort to achieve our goal. This is the last fight. Let me handle this one. I always thought it impossible to end Quietus, but at some point, I started to believe we could actually do it. Ein, this is our final battle. Let's make it count. I'm going to give it my all. They're all counting on us to protect the world. Let's go, Ein. It's time to show the stars what humanity is really made of. We can be anything when we combine our power, even quietness. We're in this together. Are you getting cold feet? I know how you feel. My whole body trembles before a big fight. But it's okay. I'm right here with you. Are you ready to fight Gaia? Nah, I'm ready to go. I am not going to get much more ready. The Gaia seed should take us to the center of the planet. I used the Gaia seed. Center of the planet. How much shenanigans is going to be involved with this? Oh, well, would you look at that? Oh my god, I'm having Kingdom Hearts 1 flashbacks. Like some serious PTSD. You know what? We're clipping that. There we go. This is Gaia's true form. This is the source of quietus. She's going to consume the planet. The dream of man's end, huh? It's so ominous, but it feels lonely. It has quite the air of intimidation, no doubt about it. Well, there's no turning back now. To weave a new dream for this planet. We fight. Ow. Of course. Ow. Would you stop that? Oh god. Oh, that's jacked up.
I owe you one.
Okay, got one. Oh, come on.
It's my turn, eh? Now it's my turn. Thank you.
Ha. I know your shenanigans well now. Ha. Oh geez, a third one. Oh joy, it changed forms. And I'm getting more fun. And some flashbacks. Not okay with this. Come here. I want to attack you. Ow. Oh, screw you. Are you done yet? Ow. Are you done yet? Other way. Do not follow me. Oh, that's messed up. Oh my good lord. What kind of horseshittery is that? There we go, give us that regen. Also, switch over to ice.
Brace yourself. It's coming.
Ooh. Oh joy. Would you guys quit following me? All you're doing is causing yourself to get hurt needlessly. Nope. 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 Oh shit. Thank God I have that. Ow. What, is there some other enemy? Nope. Okay. You Nimrods. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Leave me alone, you great big beluga.
I think we can break.
Nope. Nope. Oh, that's bull. No. I have like infinite stamina at the moment. Got it. Why? Why do you deny me? Someday you will understand too, people of this planet. Humanity is nothing but destruction. In the end, you hurt one another, wishing for your own downfall. So, if that's what you want, you should all perish right here, right now. That is the dream of man's end. Gaia has made a wish to the planet for an apocalypse. Ein has no more strength left. Well, this is oddly familiar. This is it. It's really the end. So you still want to get up? I am only granting humanity's wish. This is what you wanted, remember? I don't want to be stuck in this cycle of hurt anymore. It's better to put an end to this cruel reality. Famine, war, poverty, disease. No matter how much time goes by, you will never do away with this suffering. Humans are incapable of respecting each other, even when they fully understand one another's beliefs. That's what you are all like, deep down. The only reason you haven't realized it yet is because you all hide it from each other. Every time you hurt each other, you chip away a piece of your own heart. Such an imperfect life form is better off extinct. A perfect life form should pave the way. One such as an artificial intelligence that has no heart. And humanity shall come to its conclusion of the species. This was all your own doing. We are imperfect. That's why we dream. Of course, I knew you might say that. But sadly, not everyone can be like you. Haven't you noticed? No one ever quite understands your strong determination. People like you have been born time and time again throughout human history. They are called heroes, and they're seen as exceptional beings. Special beings that aren't human. People could only accept them into their world if they denied the fact that these heroes were human. Because they were too brilliant. People would rather believe that making an effort is useless. They would rather sit back and watch things unravel. There's no doubt that you are strong. But that strength in your determination isolates you. How do you plan on reversing humanity's conclusion of the species all on your own? Aren't you letting your ego get the better of you? I've made it this far. I faced countless dangers. Was it all for my own ego? Am I on my own? Now, enough talking. Human history ends here. Ein is not alone. You pulled me out of a dark place when I was distraught over Tiela. Now it's my turn to return the favor. You've always supported me too. We've all made it this far thanks to you. It's always a pleasure being in your company. You couldn't have drawn us all together if we weren't all fond of you. I want to see this through with you until the end. He reminds me of Edward from FF4. You got more upset with Kierkegaard than anyone else when he betrayed me. You took it personally. Assel is right. This time, it's our turn to back you up. You're not alone, Ein. We've all come this far together because we feel the same way as you. In the same way as your feelings got through to us. Someday, those feelings will reach this planet too. Exactly. Even I can sense your feelings, and I am not even human. It is too soon for the conclusion of the species. And I can only say that now, because of you, Ein. It was you who allowed us to believe in the impossible dream of ending quietus. Let us see it through to the end. What are you waiting for? Are we kicking some butt or what? When I woke up on this planet, I was all alone. So I felt like I could relate to you a bit, because you had no relatives either. But you and I were different, after all. Even still, you saved me when I was taken away by the Omen. And I couldn't understand why. But as I spent more time with you, I came to understand why. You can't stand by and do nothing when you see someone in trouble. You just don't have it in you. Just take a look around town. Wherever you look, there are people who you've helped in some way or another. So there's no way any of us are going to abandon you now. You reminded us all of the importance of connection. The conclusion of the species is a load of crap. Just think, with someone like you around, the world still stands a chance. And that's coming from me, who's already lived through one apocalypse. Humanity can start afresh. I've come to truly believe that, since meeting you, Ein. So come on. Let's go, Ein. They're all waiting for you. I love moments like this in games. Why won't you understand? Your efforts are useless. That won't stop me from trying. Indeed. Fine, if you insist. Then I will make you understand that this dream ends here. Oh, God.
Why do you resist extinction? It was what humanity wanted. I will teach you too, the history of humanity and its planet. A new star was born. Its life began. A long life, spanning 4.6 billion years.
Ow.
Began to develop using energy from the planet's monolith. But it took such a long time for life to come to be.
Okay, that one's not it. It's not wind. Oh, not that one. So it's gotta be that one. Where? Oh, whoops. Here I am trying to do a skill when I can't do skills.
And they gave birth to a planet of water. First there was life. It evolved, and humanity was born. Each one was its own collection of miracles.
Now it's my turn.
There we go.
Collecting all these little miracles and realizing so many extraordinary dreams. And yet, but winter will come eventually. Humanity continues to harm itself. This is the result. Something created from countless miracles. Humans destroy even the most beautiful things in this world.
I need the wind fairy.
It was you who wished for extinction. Now, perish. That was the one desire. No matter how often you are born, it is always the same.
That's what you think.
I will bring this worthless spiral to a close. That is me. Let us end it all. Let us end it all.
Come on, do it before the explosion. There we go. Even if you stop me now, it won't change how this will end. You humans will let even a miracle this precious go to waste. And continue to create your worthless double helixes. But that has led to one more miracle. Who are you? There may come a time when it all goes to waste. Humans may all drown in a sea of mutual distrust, as you said. Yes, they will. The winter of destruction is inevitable, so... But even still, humanity keeps on living. Just as the seasons change, their spring will surely come back around too. If they keep accumulating miracles like these, they might be able to start heading towards a different future. So, let us have faith in them, and watch over them as they strive earnestly to live in this moment. Promise me one thing. That no matter how hard it gets, no matter how hopeless it may feel at times, you will keep your head up and face forward. sad day. Bye, Gaia. It's over. Thanks to you, Quietus is gone once and for all. Thank you, Ein. I knew that you would make it this far. I'm glad I relied on you that Quietus day. It was thanks to you. No, it is me who has been saved. Now that things have cleared up, it is time I explained everything to you. If you make it out of here safely. Then come meet me at the orbital cradle. Please come by yourself. What do you mean, if I make it out of here safely? Over here. Ow, ooh, ow, ooh. It's all over now, so I will tell you everything. However, once I tell you, you might never be able to go back to this world. Will you still listen? Yes. Alright then, have a look at this pod. Written on the pod is the name Ein. Why is my name on it? Sleeping inside this pod is you, Ein. The real you. I see the confusion on your face. But I think you have already noticed that you have another consciousness living deep within you. Whenever you find yourself at a crossroads, or you have to make a crucial decision, it whispers to you. That is not to say that you have multiple personalities. No, you are both Ein. Remember the day you woke up in the midst of quietus? You answered my call. Ein. Ein. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. It's time to wake up. I imbued your empty body with a consciousness, and that consciousness came from Ein, the person sleeping in this pod. That's you. You seem to believe that you lost your memory, but that's because you didn't have any memories on this planet to begin with. How is that possible? Because during quietus, the door to the planet's memory center opens ever so slightly. Your consciousness was the key to saving this planet, because you'd experienced both life on Earth, or Lost Gaia, and life on the new planet, Regaia. If you'd only known one of them, you would have been forced to destroy one, like Arya when she became the Harbinger. Although, that would only be natural, All living beings have an innate drive to survive. But that is exactly why I needed you. Your decisions reflected your values, even if you don't remember them. Instead of having to choose between two worlds, you made the extraordinary decision to save them both. Without your firm conviction, we would have never got through to Gaia. We couldn't have ended Quietus. You were the only one who could have done this. And thankfully, you succeeded. Thank you. I am forever grateful for the choices you made, Ein. This is the story of your world. So please, continue to treasure your world. The planets will be watching over you. I will watch over you and humanity. Well, I'm gonna go back to my farm now. Thanks, I guess. Epilogue. The story of your world, complete. I mean, obviously it's Nemea. Oh, heaven's sake. Dear Ein, how have you been? I'm back in Nemea after a long time, so I've come to the observation deck to enjoy the view and write you this letter. It's been a few months since I left the Argus Brigade and joined the Royal Guard. At first, I thought being in the Royal Guard would be really tough. But I'm getting by somehow with help from Shrika and the Order. The world may look peaceful now, but there are still people out there who... something, although Nemea is peaceful as always. Assel has joined the Royal Guard, and he started bringing children to the orphanage. So we've got our hands full all the time. Speaking of which, would you mind if I told them about you? I'm sure your story would fill them with inspiration. Let me know. I look forward to your reply. Or you could send him to work on my farm. Hi, how are you? I'm fine. Life at the tavern is really fun. I sing songs every day and the customers are nice to me. The bartender has made a new dish. It's really delicious, so come by and try it sometime. You know, recently it feels like we've been getting a lot more visitors from out of town than usual. And I've got a good idea why. Hey, Ein. We've had a lot more tourists come into Shatola these days. Princess Emo looks like she's working hard. Travel used to be a thing of trepidation in the past. Isn't it wonderful that we can travel without fear again? It is indeed. Speaking of travel, I have some travel plans of my own to tell you about. Listen and be amazed. My next destination is the sky. I suppose you probably saw that one coming, though. I know if I asked Dianthus, I could take a trip into the sky at any moment. but I want to capture the skies with my own hands. If I succeed in inventing my skyship, you shall be the first passenger I invite to ride on it. Why, you ask? Because you're the most likely to forgive me if we crash. You know what? That's fair, Ein. Not Ein. Hein. That's fair. Dear Ein, the commotion within the Order has calmed down a lot since last time. This year should be a lot more peaceful. The followers seem to be in high spirits as well. It is as if the incident with the Floss Indulgentia never happened. There was initially an air of suspicion and mistrust among the residents of the capital. But now we have all banded together, and we're moving past that. I like to think that's the influence you've had on them. By the way, have you heard the news about the Royal Guard? I heard that Assel applied to join. I'll be cooperating with him from now on as a representative of the Order. I hope this inspires more cooperation in the world. Oh, and about Braca. Yo, how you doing? I'm back to business as usual. Mercenaries are almost guaranteed to work always. Oh, but one thing has changed. I'm now working under the Order. The Royal Guard pulled me aside and told me they needed able hands. In fact, it was Shrika who recruited me. I'm a wanted man, though. I don't know what she was thinking. And it is nice not to have to live in the shadows, though. The only thing is, there's this one priest who just won't get off my case. Apparently, he used to be on guard duty at the Western Gate. Do you have any idea who he is? I am making progress with the Paradise Project. Don't worry. It is not the same one that Geist was talking about. It is a plan to bring heaven to reality on this planet, a heaven based on the human imagination. In other words, it is a plan to create an open Eden, a safe haven where no one gets hurt. We have gained a commanding leader who has drastically improved our efficiency, because we have proven unable as AI to make highly ethical decisions by ourselves. Arya is doing well as our leader. Why is this so dark compared to the rest of the game? Tell me, Ein, what is the world like now that Quietus is over? We don't leave the Castle of Illusion and the Orbital Cradle much these days, now that there are no disturbances within the Sea's light. Please, let me know how the world has changed when you have a moment. I could gather the data from the monolith, but I'd rather hear it in your words. Oh, that's why. Oops. I await you in the airship. I swear to God, Arya. What took you so long? It's nice to see you again, too. Yeah, good to see you again. I miss this kind of interaction. The only conversation I get these days is with the AI. Anyway, there's something I wanted to ask you. I'd like you to join me on a research trip. Where to? Well, an unregistered Eden shelter has been discovered on Lost Gaia. That's where I'd like to go, but going by myself would be kind of lonely, so... You've got lots of free time, right? I mean, apart from your farm work. Sure. Thanks. I knew I could count on you. I'm glad you can make it. I didn't have anyone else I could ask. It would have been nice if we could all go together again, like old times. But everyone has gone back to their own lives now that Quietus has been dealt with. Me and my team of AI have got to do something about Lost Gaia. Arya, did you really think you couldn't depend on us? I thought our feelings haven't changed. I wouldn't think twice about helping a lady. I would come running at the drop of a hat for you two, Arya. But why? Hello, I'm here, you called. Ein instructed me to come here. You. Let me guess, you're still living at Ein's house. Yes, and how can you complain when I've brought all these reinforcements? She didn't drag me out here. This one did. Say what you like now, but you were pretty up for it earlier. You were excited to be reunited with everyone, remember? No, I wasn't. Hey, Unicorn's here. Is the peculiar creature coming with us too? How dare you refer to me in that manner? But you are a creature. That's enough from you, imp. You see, Arya? We'll just let the two of you go on your own. I'm touched. A problem for Lost Gaia is a problem for us all. Learn to lean on us a little. We're your teammates, remember? You're right. Thank you, everyone. Well then, let's appoint Ein as investigation leader again, just like old times. You can count on me. Then, let us depart right away. Oh, aren't we going in the pod that's in Leth? I suspected this might happen, so I installed a new function in this airship that would allow travel to Lost Gaia. When did you... Fine. Are you ready for takeoff? Ready when you are. Understood. Commencing takeoff. Destination Lost Gaia. Eden Shelter. Okay. So, we have reached the conclusion of my longest running stream so far. Holy crap. Okay, time to break this game down. Story-wise. It's a really interesting story, actually. It's simple for the most part, kinda. Like, it does get kind of complicated. But, I mean, if you've played any major Square Enix fantasy title, it incorporates a lot of that, and so it's all pretty normal. But it's relatively easy to follow along with, and honestly, it's really fun. I like that they don't shy away from a lot of darker, serious topics. Farming sims tend to always be really happy-go-lucky, and the fact that this is a little more to it, a little more depth, makes the world feel so much better, in my opinion. So story-wise, I mean, it's a fantastic story. I highly recommend. Gameplay-wise, let's break it down into exploration, combat, and then, of course, farming. Exploration-wise, pretty fun. The only thing I will say about exploration is I wish batteries weren't such a pain in the ass. Because if you could have more batteries, then you could make sure you have the level 2 repair kit and level 2 bombs more frequently. Now, don't be wrong, I didn't exactly devote time to try to farm batteries either. I imagine if I would have done that, I could have explored everything just fine. But all the locales are insanely different and unique while not being overly complicated, which is really nice, actually, because I feel like this game would have suffered as far as locale / exploration if it would have been overly complicated. Combat, super simple, straightforward. There's some mechanics where you have to move around and deal with shit, but mostly, you know, it feels good for the most part. Animation lock is definitely a thing, though, so it will totally jack you up, like it did me a couple times. Ah! And some flashback. Anyways. Now for the farming gameplay. I wish we could have done... I understand the need for any manufacturing gizmos to have to take up a plot on the farm, but I really wish it wasn't that way. Or I could have had a bigger plot in order to do that. Or, to be perfectly honest, another great one would have been like, on your main farm, you can put them down. I wish we could have been able to put them down also in the cave and the water biome as well. Now, speaking of the biomes, though, that was a really cool and interesting thing to do with the mechanics of a farming game like this. The fact that you had the different biomes and therefore could devote an entire area to just a certain type of crops, as well as be able to expand what you can do, is much better than, say, the Stardew idea where, or the Stardew Harvest Moon method of you do what you can do outside until you get the greenhouse, and then with the greenhouse, you know, you can suddenly just do whatever you want. So I really liked that idea a lot. It made it really enjoyable. Your whole farm layout, the fact that there's all those different layers to it, and again, it goes kind of to exploration, but the fact that it's not just your farm plot and whatever buildings you have, but you actually like get to explore your farm, and in a more exciting way than the like one cave in Stardew and whatnot. So I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I mean, there are a couple things. It's an adjustment from having like a top-down view of your farm, where you can plan stuff out much easier. Um, but I enjoyed it. It was still very fun. Um, what else was there? Oh, favorite thing. My actual all-time favorite thing about this game. Oh, hey, we got a fin screen. That's wonderful. But my absolute top favorite thing about this game has got to be the soundtrack. This soundtrack is beautiful. Like, absolutely gorgeous. It is peaceful. The battle theme gets you revved up. Um, it does its job, and everything is just composed super well. There is not a single bit of the soundtrack in this game that I did not enjoy. Because even the creepy songs, like the one in Phantasmagoria, is still really good, even if it's creepy. Um, what else is there? I'm trying to think of anything else I feel like I need to review and give my thoughts about. Oh, to bounce back to the story, a little bit, the character side quests. Mmm, mmm, just chef kiss. They're good. They take these characters and they give them so much depth, as well as the fact that, like, even though they're mostly just dialogue, like you show up and you talk to a person, that's it. It's adds so much more depth into the game, especially because, like, not just for the character but for the world. Like, Estina, you find out all about this assassins guild and one of her former comrades, as well as the fact that somehow your inner darkness can manifest and start running around and killing people. Um, which of course, I mean, magic and all that exists, so why not? But at the same time, you have the Heaven's Egg and Tiella and uh, Oriella or Oriel, with Assel and whatnot. So that was a really interesting storyline. Um, Hein with his submarine and finding the American flag at the bottom of the ocean. I mean, that was definitely odd but pretty cool. Um, and yeah, I mean, all of them were just really good. I think one of the most interesting was definitely Dianthus, just because a robot investigating the soul and the heart is a really, I don't know, something about that line of thought and story just connects with me, I guess. Hopefully we can finish up Arya's. Hopefully it pops up within the next couple of days, because we're not going to end the stream quite yet. But yeah, I mean, that's essentially my final thoughts. Um, this game is a solid. I mean, a solid 8 out of 10. For sure. It's got issues and whatnot, and yeah, it's got a couple things that could use some work. It would have been nice to, like, have some more animals or something like that. But you know what? It was really fun, really enjoyable. I enjoyed the story, and it was nice to have a farming sim that wasn't Stardew or uh, Harvest Moon, which are the ones that I have the most experience with. I understand there's Rune Factory and a couple other things, but I feel like even compared to Rune Factory, from what I've heard, this game still takes a really unique approach. So, yeah. that is that. So let's go ahead and see what is going to happen here. Load a cleared game file to continue the story in a world without quietus. Create a cleared game file? Yes. We shall overwrite this one. Wait, does that mean I can't get into the well anymore? Because if that's the case, that's going to be kind of sucky. Well, but then again, we do have the autosave available. I don't see them taking that away, though, just because it's that. So, we're going to load this. Let's see if Arya's flippin' side quest popped up. The world has been freed from quietus. You can enter the Caranoid at any time. Sweet. Continue to enjoy the world of Harvestella. You sent something in the loft. Oh, really? What's in the loft? Oh, hey. Would you look at that? It's a statue of me. Oh, and my Totokaku. Nice. Very neat. Now, why is Arya's thing not popping up? Making me mad. Oh, wait. Castle Lewis Times. Castle Lewis News, a world without quietus. Greetings, citizens. I am pleased to bring you good news today. Quietus will never return to our planet. I repeat, quietus will never return. While I would like to attribute this success to the Kingdom Brigade, that would be misleading. The group I wrote about in the last transmission are to thank. We extend our deepest gratitude to them. Thank you for saving the planet. I can be certain that conditions here will only get better from here on out. There may even come a day where I can stand before you all and address you in person. This will be the last issue of the Castle Lewis News. From now on, I encourage you to live based on the reality you perceive. The reality you perceive with your own eyes and ears. Humans, I love you. Intelligence Division A. Oh, cool. You know what? We have a butt ton of money. The crud? Oh, whoops. I forgot to grab these Halma drinks last time. Moon fruit.
Hello, little crappies.
Oh man, the amount of stuff that I potentially need to stockpile is still kind of ridiculous. Let's see here. We have 180, and that means it's probably like 172 over here. And we can hold 300. So we'll do that because
Take it easy.
I've got plenty of money. I don't need to be making my own feed every freaking day. However, I will be right back, guys. So give me just 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. A friend of mine was being a pain in the butt. Wrong button. I forgot to pause the game. Yeah, I definitely wish we could have had some more animals. So chickens was 172, 300 minus 172 is 128. And this one, they had 180, so it would just be 120. Yeah, see, like, that doesn't even break into my, like, doesn't even break into my actual wallet yet. At this point, we'd be like farming in order to gather stuff to make stuff with,
Coming back.
and yeah.
Looks like some of the crops are ready for harvest. Hello, little crappies.
It is nice that we can go into the Caranoid whenever we want,
Hello,
though.
little crappies.
So we might go F around and find out a little bit.
Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies. Hello, little crappies.
Let's go top these guys off. So now they are all good for 30 days.
Let's give it our all today.
Also, so that one's done. Long way to go. That one's almost done. That one's almost done, also, actually. Mage is almost done. And then these two we're going to focus on for a while. So those two, and honestly, we may as well just finish Mage. See a light shining at the bottom of the well. Go down into the well. Yes. Peek inside the well. No. That's the one that takes us back up, right? No, that leaves the well. Oh no, this is the checkpoint one. Right? Better be. Oh! Okay, so that's how you can get back to the Stella Nursery and all that stuff. Okay. Well, that's intriguing. It goes deeper. Continue. Peek inside the wall. Seems to be something inside. Chaos Gem. Enemies leap out.
That was a good workout.
Grouply Grape. I didn't need another one of those. More enemies.
Now this one,
Let's get this
I think we can handle.
Oh no. Oh, and I'm out of stuff. Like I didn't bring any healing things with me. Because I'm dumb. Guys, I can't fight. We're gonna go ahead and jump out of there. Because I had a serious case of the dumb. Sleepy time she comes. Come on, letter from Arya. Yes! That's what I was waiting on. I know this is sudden, but let's go to the beach. I really want to look at the sea. I'll wait for you in Shatola. From Arya. Oh, good. You're giving me just enough time
Hello, little
to do some basic harvesting.
Hello, little crappies.
No moonroot yet. Besides, to get them all onto the same rotation, it's gonna take a minute.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. I won't lie, there's definitely a part of me, now that we've completed the main chunk of the story here, that really hopes that potentially they'll do a sequel to this game. Just because there's a lot of the world left to explore. And I am most definitely would like, I don't know, it would be kind of interesting. I would also like to play as Ein again. Like, don't give me a new main character in a new location. Let me play Ein. Maybe I'd go on further explorations. Kind of like how in Stardew you go from, like, you can go to the desert and the volcano and all that type of stuff. As well as give me new crops and all sorts of stuff. I've always liked the view here from the first time I came. I was wondering why, and maybe it's because there's something nostalgic about looking out over a beautiful sea. Thanks for coming. I wanted to talk to you again about that theory. Have you made any progress? No, quite the opposite. I've decided to suspend my study into who I am for a while. I'm satisfied with the theory I came up with last time. Although in science, if you make a hypothesis, you have to back it up with proof. We'd need to aggregate too many theories to get to that point, though. Today's science is not even close to ready for such a task. I haven't given up, though, just to make it clear. When I say science is not ready, I mean it in a positive way. Until now, I've been frantically trying to find answers to things that science couldn't explain. I've never had a very positive view of the unknown. It makes me feel anxious. And I was quick to label anything unexplained as supernatural. But, since I've been living in Regaia, I've come to realize that the universe is infinitely larger than we are aware of. We just haven't seen it yet. Yeah, our knowledge of the universe is limited to only one tiny corner of it. I used to think the world was a cold place, because scientific conclusions are so solid, so cold, and inflexible. But I don't think the world really works like that. I imagine that the universe has its own intentions, its own warmth to it as well. In the same way, my consciousness exists here, right now. An abstract side to the universe must exist too. Much like fuzzy theory, I suppose you could call it a fuzzy space. As opposed to quantum theory, or the measurement problem, for example. Humans will find their way into the realm of what can't be seen someday. I'll make sure of it. I mean, just take this planet. We still know nothing about the star we're living on. That's true. Even though it might not happen straight away. Because it's not even the science that we humans created gives... Or because not even the science that we humans created gives answers immediately. We're always standing on the shoulders of giants. We move ahead steadily, step by step, and that steadiness is science's, humanity's greatest weapon. As long as we continue in our pursuit, we're sure to find the truth of the universe someday. That's the romanticism of science. You know, Ein, I had one more idea about this whole investigation. About why my consciousness got trapped in the planet's memory center. It's not a theory, just a feeling. I mean, it's really nothing meaningful, but it wouldn't hurt just to tell you. I'm sure that our consciousness was born out of wow, game. Way to avoid that particular question. You literally have been moving along on a consistent, hey, meaning of life type shit. And then when a character finally has a maybe answer to that, you pull that shit. I love it. It's funny. Return home. You little buddies. Right, everybody is at full. 1 month since birth. 1 month since birth. 3 months since birth. 1 year, 1 month. Holy crap. Why do I have a sneaking suspicion these guys do actually have a lifespan? Sup, Reditusker? Who's a good jackalope? Who's a good jackalope? That is also one thing I will say as far as upgrades are concerned that are kind of disappointing, and it's the fact that an auto harvester is not a thing. Urge. Alright, well, we have managed to complete all the character side quests. Cha-ching. So we shall go ahead and take a sleepy sleep real quick. I want to see if there's a new statue in the loft. Apparently not. There is also the fact that there's apparently a few side quests that I still need to do. Oh, hey. I read a passage from my childhood where I wondered if this world is just a dream of someone else had. I was reminded of it after what we went through before. What's important cannot be seen. Life in the ocean couldn't observe the sky, and humans haven't been able to properly envision the universe for tens of thousands of years. The realm of what we can perceive is still growing. Someday I will unravel that dream. From Arya. I don't know. I feel like we got pretty close to unraveling that particular dream. Just saying. Alrighty, folks. Well, that is Harvestella done and dusted. I haven't made up my mind yet on a particular thing, but I think what we're going to end up doing, like the initial plan was we were going to start playing Octopath Traveler. For the Sunday streams, but I'm also still super paranoid about finishing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth before 16 comes out. So, any extra streams at the moment, I'm probably going to devote to Final Fantasy VII Remake until we manage to beat it on the hard mode. And that also includes potentially, like, doing the Bahamut fight, but I might just go back to normal difficulty for Bahamut because that fight's fucking hard enough as it is. So, yeah. However, I will make a new thing on Twitter for the new updated schedule and all that fun stuff. So, don't forget, folks, if you guys enjoyed tonight's stream, go check me out over on Twitter and YouTube. YouTube is where I archive all my content, so if you want to watch the entirety of Harvestella, which is like 30 episodes, go check me out over there. And then you can also find me at Twitter at FlyingTBarC, where you can keep up with my day-to-day shenanigans, as well as when I'm going live, if I have schedule changes coming up due to shenaniganry, or what my streaming schedule is going to be. So yeah, that's really about it, folks. Um, oh, I will be back tomorrow with more Modern Monday, where we are going to keep playing some Final Fantasy VII Remake. Um, we're at an entertaining part. That's all I'm going to say. It's a very, very entertaining part of the game. Very entertaining. It's funny as hell. So, yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at who all is available to raid at the moment. I raided them earlier this week. You know what? It's been a hot minute. It has been a hot minute. I know who we're raiding. We are going to be raiding Taylor, aka TS Wizzle. He's been doing a lot of blind playthroughs of the Fire Emblem series. So, yeah, it looks like he's playing Fire Emblem Fates Conquest at the moment. Now that the raid timer has started, folks, make sure you don't forget. Enjoy yourselves some good food. Have some great drinks. Even better company. And I'll see you on the flip side. Happy trails, folks.